I have terrible news for all short-form content creators. You are doomed. It's not about getting creative burnout or not reaching millions of views. The main problem, because of short-form content, you won't be able to earn a lot from your content. You spend hours creating hundreds of videos, but still you can't get sales. And in this video, I will show you the fix, what you need to do to basically start earning more money from your short form content. Hi, I am Evgeny Maximov and I create content for last 11 years. I started creating content when I was 14 years old and my main format was long form YouTube videos. And after it, like my hobby, my passion became full-time career, and right now I create content and help other businesses and creators create long form pieces of content that generates revenue for their businesses. And in this video I will reveal simple marketing model that you can just plug and play in your business and you will see immediate results, and you probably will tweak your content strategy because you will see a lot of weak points that you have right now. This marketing model called AIDA, probably it's in Russian, in English it will be AIDA model. That's 4 letters, but basically what does it mean? It showing the funnel, sales funnel that every customers go through. First step in our funnel, this is attention. Basically it's all about generating eyeballs that will consume your content. At this stage we are just introducing ourselves in front of the new audience, and the goal to increase amount of attention that we are grabbing. And the next stage it's about interest. Basically we need to create interesting content, and people will watch, will consume, will understand more about what they need to tweak, what they need to improve, about pain points, about different solutions, about different benefits, pros and cons of different solutions. And it's all about like, okay, we have a lot of viewers and we need to somehow make them consume a lot of different content. At this stage we are providing different information, interesting information, valuable information, shareable information, but that's not enough to get a sale. We need to move on the next stage, which called desire. In our content we need to have different segments about pain points. We need to make this transformation. Here is client results from 0 to super cool achievable result. Here is hundreds of interviews with our clients, hundreds of testimonials. We need to provoke people to make the next step, to make the next action, to basically start working with us or making a step forward working with us. And after building desire in our subscriber, viewer, it's time to ask for the action. And we need to think about this action in advance. Basically this key converting action, what person, what the customer, potential customer need to do to start working with us. And later in this video I will show you different examples. That's our funnel. We have, for example, 100 viewers. After it and we have some kind of the view rate, so like 50% of viewers watch till the end. We promote our product and maybe like 5% of these 50 people, they will be more interested in it. They open our landing page and, for example, book a call with our team. And I see a huge problem of TikTokers, of Instagram bloggers, different influencers, or like people that are creating LinkedIn posts, that they are focusing only on getting as many views as possibly could. They are targeting to get a lot of attention, a lot of views, a lot of impressions, a lot of subscribers and followers, but they are not thinking long term and not building other steps, not thinking about, okay, we get this amount of views, how to convert these people, which building blocks we need to include in our sales system to actually get sale or increase chances to get sale. And let's break it down where's the problem. And for each step I will show you different examples of the content that you need to create to basically get a lot of sales. If you are thinking about how to get more sales from your content, you can also subscribe on the channel, because I create a lot of different breakdowns showing how to get more sales creating high converting content. So let's start with our first step. It's our attention, and you can see different short form content, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks, LinkedIn short form videos, but also you have Instagram stories because it's like short pieces of content, and you have short form LinkedIn posts. I'm not speaking about like LinkedIn newsletter, LinkedIn lives. You have these formats which are pretty short, and you need to basically spend less than 1-2 minutes to consume this piece of content. But that's not all. In our attention step, we have additional things to get the click, to get the view. If, for example, in blog posts, we have our catchy title that, okay, learn how to do X in 10 minutes. It can be, for example, part of the lead magnet, name of your email newsletter, why people want to subscribe on this newsletter. And speaking about long form YouTube videos, you can see that we have title and thumbnail. We're not speaking about the views, we're speaking about amount of impressions and, for example, click-through rate. And if you have problems in it, you need to update and adjust your video. And goal of this step is about getting attention. That's attention. It's about getting views and, for example, profile visitors, potentially subscribers. If you create short form content, you need to somehow convert people so they will or consume content or they will subscribe on you to consume content later in future. If we're speaking about Instagram Reels or like more female based content, it can be also, for example, amount of shares, because women like share different content and speak and engage with a lot of people. After getting the view, impression, click, we are moving to the next step. It's interest and desire. If you create long form pieces of content, you can combine them together. You can firstly share valuable material. So it's about like our interest stage. And at the end of this email newsletter or blog post or YouTube video, you can also build this desire, showing testimonials, sharing relevant stories. And at the end, you're just closing this person if you want to do next. So we are moving on the next stage. But before, let's speak more about what's included, which pieces of content can you create to close these steps. Firstly, it's about podcast episodes. It's long form pieces of content, 30, 60, 90 minutes episodes to build trust. I'm not this type of person who recommends you to create, for example, podcast episodes, but be a guest in different podcasts. That's super great. Why I don't like podcasts, you can watch here in this video, where I compare different content formats. During one podcast episode, you can introduce yourself, build trust, speak more about clients' results, why you are great, why your frameworks are cool and they are working. And at the end, usually there is like a short promo block, promo part where you can promote yourself. For example, get this free resource or like sign up for my free newsletter. You close this person to achieve this desired state. Next one is our email newsletter. Again, it's much longer comparing with the LinkedIn post. On average, for example, LinkedIn post is just like 600 words, and that's pretty big posts. You can see 200 words, so that's not a huge post, not a lot of materials inside it. But if you create email newsletter, you can create a super big long read, and it should be interesting. Email newsletter is important because basically you are sending information straight to the inbox and you are not competing with the algorithm. And I think that's like every business should have some kind of newsletter features inside your like content distribution features. Next one is blog post, basically the same as email newsletter, but you host it somewhere else. And the next one, the biggest one, which I really like, it's about creating long form pieces of content, long form YouTube videos. It can be 8-minute long video, 15, 20, 50-minute long video. I can say a lot about why you should create long form YouTube videos, but I will say just one thing. If you are thinking about making sales, making money, everything that you need to build is trust. And you can achieve this using long form pieces of content. I don't remember the exact case study or the marketing research, but it says that if you want to build trust, you need to spend at least 7 hours with your potential customer. Before it will be super hard to get a sale. And just imagine that if you are doing only short form content, basically you need to create 1,000 short form pieces of content. At the same time, you can just create 50 long form YouTube videos, which will be created during 1 year, and you will close this goal. Duration of my present videos are much longer comparing with videos that I've created like 2-3 years ago, because I understand the power of trust. And for example, right now I am targeting to create not 5-minute long video or like 2-minute tutorials. I'm targeting to create like 15, 20, 30-minute long videos, because I can create less videos, but impact on the business will be much higher. But still, if you're thinking that I don't want to create educational long-form videos, you have another way out. Basically, it's about creating different case studies, testimonials, and interviews with your clients. If you're selling, for example, high-ticket services, you can just take your customers, jump on a Zoom call, and you will record 10, 20, 30-minute videos speaking with the customer about their results before and after, pain points, how they achieved, what are the time frame, what are the experience working with you. So basically they are sharing their trust with your audience, with your potential customer. Second way is testimonials. So you again ask your customer, share your feedback, what you liked, what you didn't like. The third way I like the most, because it doesn't require asking for a testimonial or like let's jump on a call, like interview with the customer. Basically, you are showing what you did and what you achieved with your clients. I'm sharing information about the client. Here is like before, here is our after, and I'm showing exact steps what we did to improve the situation and achieve desired result. That's like one way. It's more like educational one. I am showing like step by step, you need to do X, Y, Z, like 4 steps to get better results. That's one way of creating case studies. Second way is more about like, okay, here is a video, and in this video I will show you just the actual results. Like here is a channel, here is our views, here is our statistics, here is what like unexpected results that, for example, this client blew up on Instagram. We didn't plan this. So this video is all about saying that, okay, I did a great result. Again, it's about building trust, building credibility that you can achieve your things. Why I recommend creating videos? Because basically if you share behind the scene what we did, what we changed, what we tweaked, what we improved, then here is results, here is the final outcome. It's showing that you know your stuff. Because if you can just write on the page that, oh, I have 50 channels, every channel has 5 million views on every video, and that's all. I won't show you any proof. Probably you will be a scammer. So that's why, to avoid this, we need to implement this format. You can just create one page and throw everything like that you have working with different clients, with different people during different time periods. You can see I collected basically case studies, so like results in this amount of months. Here's like video testimonial. Throw everything in one place. You just need to have this volume that, oh, okay, he has credibility, and my camera went off. If you have 100 different testimonials, especially like before and after, okay, you know your stuff, you know what are you doing. Basically, every piece of content that you create at this stage is about building this interest that, okay, let's dive deeper, let's learn more about you, your situation, your value, your expertise, and it's about like showing that you can help the person achieve a dream outcome. So you are building this interest and desire after capturing short form attention. But to make this system work, we need to also think about our converting action. You need to target that person that consumed your content. He will probably share contact details. It will be email, phone number, maybe like WhatsApp number that you can contact this person, or it can be, for example, accepting your cold message or like replying to your email. Basically, if you can capture their contact details, you are achieving your results, because you can start working with these contact details and basically warming up, nurturing this lead, and doing sales activities, like actual sales activities, to get a sale. You will utilize all this trust, all this knowledge, all this value that you provided before to get a sale. And examples of these converting actions can be something like this. First one, person can jump on your landing page and book a call with a sales team. For example, for video production agencies, I sell through booked calls. Like, okay, we need to jump on a call, we spend 30 minutes, I am asking different questions about your situation, and if I see that you're a great fit, I will sell you. That's how it's structured. If you don't want to sell one-on-one, you can sell one-to-many. Basically, you can host a webinar. So again, you have a webinar registration page and you put contact details, and the person will get the invite, get a ticket for this webinar, and you sell on the webinar, before the webinar, and after the webinar. And of course, because you have contact details, you can contact these people in future. If you have a digital product, the app, like different SaaS solutions, you can make this waitlist feature. Basically, it's the same as like webinar registration, like learn, be the first who will get access to this product, and if you join now, you will get, I don't know, like 50% lifetime discount because you will be like early member. So that's also can work really great, and that's why you need to promote it. You need to promote this stuff. You can also sell through sales email sequences. Like for example, you are making a launch, and for example, okay, here is like 7-day promotion emails about the product, why it's the time to join now, all about like sales. You are asking about like transfer me the money. But again, you are doing it because you have this trust that you built before. You can ask for money, or you can drive people. For example, here is a landing page with all the details about the product, and maybe it will be the shop with a lot of different products, and sometimes you just mention in your sales emails or like just nurturing emails that okay, here's a link, check all my available products, no hard push, just everything at your disposal. That's how AIDA looks for content creators. Final thought about this video, final actions that I recommend you to do. Basically, it's about evaluating your sales funnel that I showed you before, and you can just use these stickers. For example, okay, for attention, I use, for example, in my case, I will show my case. I am using YouTube videos, and I'm using right now Instagram posts. So I'm using 2 platforms. For interest and desire, I have long form pieces of content, plus I also have case studies, testimonials, interviews that I share, for example, on LinkedIn or like in direct messages. And about sales, it depends, of course, on the product, because I have video production services and mentorship program, profitable video presence, and it has 2 different sales funnels. So I have booked sales call. So if this person is applicable for video production services, I book a call with this person. If this person is about joining mentorship program, so it will be webinar registration. Right now I'm in the process of the launch, so in future after the launch it will be not the webinar, it will be just lead magnet opt-in form. And I have evergreen sales funnel, and I can put something here because it's also about like nurturing people and educating about that I have a product, and when I will have, for example, a new launch or a new announcement about the products, I will just make additional email promotion. Right now my sales funnel based on this model looks like this. So I have 2 platforms. In future I want to expand it, of course, like launch TikTok, Instagram, maybe write blog posts, but again, it's not the top priority right now. I am creating long form pieces of content through videos, and I book calls or getting additional email registrations, warm up the people using sales email sequence. After describing your sales funnel, you can think about, okay, where is the bottleneck? Where's the main problem? Because, for example, you can create a lot of videos, you have a lot of attention, you have a lot of views, you have a lot of subscribers, but you don't convert them, or you don't implement call to actions inside your videos to move these people on the next step. For example, get the lead magnet, book a call with me, buy my product, for example, low ticket product. Or it can be the problem in the sales conversions. For example, you are driving a lot of traffic. Again, you have a lot of sales calls, but you can't close them. So probably you need to spend more time improving weak points. Because what I saw, like content creators are great with content creation. I also like good at content creation. And we have the habit, basically it's like how our mind works. We want to create more content. We want to spend more time creating content, posting content, thinking about ideas, but we're not thinking about sales stuff, about actually business related stuff. We have a lot of different functions to make this business work and profitable. If you want to see the bottlenecks of your business right now, why you are not making a lot of sales like you planned, you need to basically do this exercise. After doing this exercise, I highly recommend you to check this video, YouTube Thinks. YouTube thinks, not me, that this is the best video that you need to watch right now. So I will see you in the next video. I don't say goodbye to you. See you there.